This is Transformers: The Hunt for the Decepticons Banzaitron. The figure is part of Wave 2 of the Hunt for the Decepticons Voyager class series of figures. Very, very nice figure, very interesting figure. If you didn't already know, this figure is the exact same direct mold repainted into Banzaitron of Bludgeon. Bludgeon was part of the Revenge of the Fallen Voyager class line, and I must say, between the two, I kind of like the colors on this one better than this one. I've seen loads of reviews saying that his color was better than this one, but my initial opinion was this paint job is always going to be better than this one until I open him up in package. When I open him up, I guess I was wrong. The reviewers were correct in saying that this is one hell of a lot better. This is a paint apps that is definitely one hell of a lot better than this one. No, not to belittle or to put down, take anything away from this figure. It's got great, fantastic paint apps, but the deep gray with purple and some metallic finish on this one really outclasses the paint apps that they have on this one, because this one is mostly just very bright and old army Japanese colors, which is really, I think, on purpose, because he is a Japanese tank and a samurai. Well, this one is more of a darker, more menacing aura to it. Even his eyes are not painted; they're black. His is red, with sort of a white skull. This one is a red skull. But equally, both wonderful figures. His joints are tighter. His joints are a little bit loose. In fact, the knee joint of this one really just popped off when I opened up the figure, because I guess it has to do with a lot of mold degradation. I don't know, at least on my figure, but he's got a lot of loose joints. One major loose joint that I'm particularly annoyed with is really the turret. It's so loose that you have to push down on it to actually make it ratchet, but then when you move it one too many times, the rivet on it is just too loose. And really, I mean, I'm still, by now I think I should already be used to Hasbro's quality issues on quality control, but some of these things are just damn annoying. Anyway, the Decepticon symbol for Bludgeon is here. For Banzaitron, it is somewhere in the tank mode, which I seem to have lost. Right there is his Decepticon symbol, silver. So, and noticeably, you will see that his blades are a lot better than this one. His blades are not painted. Well, his is done in two tones: the original gray molding, the dark gray molding, with the metallic blue, I think, or turquoise, not turquoise. Yeah, blue, metallic sapphire blue type of paint going on, which is really fantastic. I mean, you know. Also, one thing that a lot of fans were complaining about was the neon green, that it sort of bothered them a bit. It doesn't bother me one bit. It really just accents itself, and I think it's a lot better of a choice than that all spark blue that Hasbro seemed to gone to a liking, using in some of the molds, such as Jolt and whatnot. So, enough of the comparisons. Yeah, you already know most about Bludgeon, and he will have the same features as this guy. Same amount of articulation. Again, as I said, very loose joints in some places. A couple of things I managed to omit and forget in my Bludgeon review is that the swords have several places where they do fit in robot mode. The obvious ones really are, as when you transform into alt mode, is the scabbard, the turret of the gun forms the scabbard or sheath for the big one, and there is a sort of a hidden scabbard here with a Mecha Live gimmick right there for the smaller sword, which is fine. But I think I neglected to mention some of the points where you can also store the blades in robot mode. Particularly here on this particular samurai armor panel, you can store the big sword here. You just have to move the turret sideways right there, and the smaller sword right there. which is pretty cool, pretty neat. If you want to make it a very accurate samurai, yeah. Or you could, I suppose you could interchange them if you wanted to. Yep. Which just doesn't really make sense. Also, you can, I just recently discovered this. I'm not sure if it's official, but I think you can put the sword on this panel right here. Right there. If you want it, you know, just to make it a little bit more accurate, because the daggers, I know in some of the samurai armor, samurai movies I've seen, they have a sword that's placed across their waist. So you could do it this way. I think you can, if you tried, you can still also put, yeah, you can put the big sword, but it just looks ridiculous. A little bit funny. So anyway, that's that. Very, very nice figure. I highly recommend this guy, especially if you missed out on Bludgeon, or if you had no plans on getting Bludgeon, and you just wanted one mode. I think Banzaitron is the better one. Just you just have to put up with some quality issues. So let's transform this guy. We'll do the swords later. First thing you want to do, you want to go ahead and straighten him up. Just get him out of the fxfranz pose. Go ahead and do this. Okay, open this one. Okay, what you want to do is you're going to go ahead and fold up the feet first, like that. Same thing here. Oh, like that. Okay, and then, yeah, just keep it that way. Okay, you want to go ahead and, okay, you want to pull down this lower waist part, like so. It'll collapse the head. Not exactly an automorph feature, but it will do. Open up the waist, or the hips, like so. Rotate the feet outward, and just get these things out. Yeah, like that. Okay, and then just sort of rotate them this way, like that. Okay, and then move the, open up the panels, like so. Fold in the fists, and go ahead and fold the arms this way, and then you go ahead and join the two halves together. Okay, go ahead and open up the tire treads, like that. Then all you have to do now is sort of align the feet and join them onto the shoulders, which seems interesting, which looks easy at first, but can be annoying if you don't know how to do it properly. So just be very patient with it, like that. The trick here is really to just clasp this part of the armor onto the waist bit, like that, which really just locks everything in, and then snapping the back panel of the armor. And when you lock the waist in, it's downhill from here on. So just go ahead and replace the last few panels, like that, and then go ahead and clip on the tire treads. Okay, and then you can go ahead and store the blades. Okay. Okay. Just be careful with it, because the blade is soft rubbery plastic. Okay, and there you have Banzaitron, in his Japanese tank alt mode, exactly like Bludgeon's alt mode. Very nice. Again, as I said, the turret can ratchet 360, but you just have to keep pressing it down, so it doesn't, at least on my figure. It rolls noisily, I mean very noisy. It's sort of a pain in the ears because of the treads don't really, well, I think it doesn't roll well on a smooth surface. No projectiles whatsoever. That's about it. Very awesome looking tank mode. Very nice colors on this one. I really dig this one. Really reminds me of a sort of Megatron Galvatron tank. Highly recommended. Really. Even if you have Banzaitron, I still would recommend you guys pick this up, even if you're not a repaint addict or repaint sucker like I am. So there you have it. Transformers Hunt for the Decepticons Voyager class Banzaitron. Thanks for watching.